For horror fans, the haunting escalates in the horror thriller Insidious Chapter 2.
Oh, I'm coming home.
We're gonna be at Grandma's house for a little bit.
If I belong, all will be
Nothing's gonna bother us. Not anymore. We have our son back.
when you're with
We are a family again.
Producer Jason Blum, director James Wan, and screenwriter Lee Wannell worked together to come up with a story and script to complement the first chapter of Insidious. After the first Insidious production, how did you guys decide you wanted to do a sequel?
Well, I wanted to do one right away, but James and Lee, were really on the fence about it and really didn't want to do it until they felt like they had a story to tell.
The Insidious family is together again for the sequel with actors Rose Byrne, Patrick Wilson, Barbara Hershey, and Lynn Shay are among the cast to return. I saw the movie last night. It was amazing. Fantastic job on your performances. Did you know that after the first production of Insidious that there was going to be a sequel, or was it a surprise?
It's telling the story, and I think when James finished the first one, it is a bit of, the idea that we don't know what exactly it opened possibilities. But I remember even for a while, they weren't sure they were going to do a sequel unless they had a great story. And finally, they were able to flush it out.
I love, it's not a specific scene, but I love the way the movies weave the first and second movie together, and that's kind of my favorite part of the movie, how they kind of pull from the first movie, and that's...
Yeah, I like how they were intertwined. That was really cool.
Yeah, that's my favorite
Very
part
cool storyline as well.
I don't know, I always like how things are cut together and how James, I think that's one of the things that James does so well, is not creating the character, but then how he can flesh out a scene and he can really just, amp up the tension, just stretch it out. And to me, that's the mastery of it.
What can horror fans expect from Insidious 2?
I think they can expect to be really scared, more scared than they were in the first Insidious. I think they can expect a lot of the questions that were posed about the mythology in the first movie to be answered as opposed to extended. One of the things I've learned doing sequels is that the audience likes to get answers to the questions.
Great. Now, will there be a trilogy?
I hope so. I'd like there to be one.
Whoa, a lot of fear and a lot of it was shocking. There are moments in that film that literally I went, whoa! Out loud, and I was watching with just my manager and one other person, so I can imagine in a theater. But there are shocking moments. They can expect fear, shock, and excitement.
Be sure to catch Insidious Chapter 2 in theaters September, Friday the 13th.
Estás viendo Ultra Fiesta.